flat-footed and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
We just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Goff, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. Man, those numbers from last week. What do you call a game like that? Monumental? A career game?
Yeah, every one of those adjectives you can pull up. Monumental, mammoth, massive. But you also know that he wants another one just like it in this game. He doesn't plan on slowing down.
Man, if he duplicates that, that would be history.
Out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off. Let's get
on 2nd down now. It's Mack. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looking to throw. Gruber throwing right, and that's complete. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Check 52.
Protein spill. Hey, Zoo.
Hey, let's go. Hey, 50,
to throw
50
on 2nd down. Gruber.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check. Check out.
Pilot, 64. We hit it.
Off play action. Gruber. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Come on now. Let's go.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Double tight, double tight.
It's now 2nd and 6.
General West.
At the 30-yard line.
Hey, Echo. Golf, golf.
36. Check 31, check 31.
Let's go.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Check. Crunch.
Topper. Hey, Charlie. Ready.
From the gun, Gruber. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Ready.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down. The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Mike 50, huh? He don't know no better.
Two-drop bombers. Fine.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Allen's first catch, good for a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
61. Match box. Right.
All day.
These two teams all tied after one.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Check.
They'll run here with Mack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check safety.
At the 4-yard line.
Hey, exit.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Yo.
2nd and 4. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
10. We got 4. We got 4.
It's 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Come on,
that
baby.
one a pickup of
Let's go.
15 for Jacksonville.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Fournette, a first down carry. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He can't hang. He's not going to give me. 25. Check.
They'll try the air now with Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Goff now to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a second straight Player of the Week award.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Ken Lobo. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 1st and 10, Gruber. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
26,
On 2nd down, it's Mack.
Get there.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gruber. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Robinson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to put
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
All day, baby, let's go.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Back to throw. Gruber. And that'll be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, a run by Mack. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Four down. Check.
Now Goff on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. We have hit halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
They gonna need some therapy.
On first down, Mack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. They go right back to Mack. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Let's go.
outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about... And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mike Evans with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff.
Switch.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch twist.
Goff on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Mike, 50.
Greystone, Travis.
There you are. Not today.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That QB's trash. Let's go. Check 3.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check Mike, 50.
Flipper.
They'll run with Mack.
Flare.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he slings one that's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
Four down.
Goff now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
From the 31, Goff. It's complete to Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got. Back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Come on, fellas.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Let's go one more.
First down, Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, Goff completes it to Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Good work, boys.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an option. Single receiver.
Looking to throw. Gruber. And this is caught by Evans.
Come on now. Let's go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 20 on the year, as his guys have now moved down in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's get it.
Goff now looking to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Boy, that's a pick. Going the other way.
By the Jaguars. His guys take over first and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Back to throw. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Come on, oh, come on, oh.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Gruber. And he's got his man on the out route. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken on the 25. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, it brings...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to let this one go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick.
All day, baby. Let's get
He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Yeah,
Darius
they
Slay
should have
with
known.
a pick.
They should have known, baby.
So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry.
And my goodness, another interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Intentional grounding.
Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They'll run the screen with Mack. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
57's the mic.
Gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing that on their play sheet the entire time.
Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check.
Again, it's Johnson. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Looking to throw. Gruber sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Now it's gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
30 base.
Let's go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come again. Here I come
Here's
again.
a quick throw caught by Allen. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Slams.
Recon, 132.5, shoot.
Running from the gun, Johnson.
Roll.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Gruber caught by the tight end Ertz.
Let's go, boys.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Ready.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd.
Double tight. Hey.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Ready. 90, Wolf.
50, Mike, 50. No gain on this defense, no gain.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
The win gets them back to 500 at 6-6.